think the director did a great job of dealing with grief. This is a family that's been in super hard times and they're struggling. And the Boogeyman is exactly what they need, and it kind of brings them together.
This film is almost like an adaptation of the short story and a sequel to the short story all in one. We build from the short story and create our own mythology from the groundwork that Stephen King laid down.
In any culture, there's some kind of boogeyman, and it can stand for anything. It can stand for any kind of anxiety. So you can personalize it and internalize it in any kind of way. So that's why it's scary. It's not like just a specific kind of Victorian ghost. It's the boogeyman.
The scariest horror movies are always the ones that are most realistic. And this one, really the theme is grief. And if you can't let go of it, it'll come back and haunt you. And, that's something we've all dealt with.
Well, I think the boogeyman applies to just like anything in the dark. And like it's so I think it applies to so many things that are terrifying, and I think like growing up it was always sort of this looming threat. I always thought the boogeyman was here, and I think the boogeyman is.
What the boogeyman represents, what is the boogeyman? We've all always wondered that. And what Rob Savage and the rest of the team have done so eloquently with this film is crafted a monster that really evokes the horror that we feel in both our suffering, our trauma, in mourning, in loss, in feeling isolated, in feeling lonely. That's something everybody can relate to. So when people watch this movie and audiences are sitting in the cinemas, they're going to feel like they're part of this family. They're going to feel the horror and dread that they feel when that thing comes creeping out of the closet. It's really powerful.
It's all about family and coming together in the face of tragedy. It's about really hearing each other. And look, a lot of it's a fun thrill ride, but it deals with trauma in a different kind of way.
It feels incredible. We work so hard on this movie. We have an incredible cast. We have an incredible director, Rob Savage, and just excited to be here after working so hard in New Orleans shooting this movie, and excited to scare some people.
I think everyone grew up hearing about the Boogeyman, and Stephen King's great short story, which traumatized me as a kid, made the closet the scariest place of all. So I think everyone's had this fear of what's behind that slowly creaking door, and I just think that it's universal to all cultures, to all ages.